All right, guys, welcome back. This lesson is going to be on staging. You can see I have a few bullet points here. Staging, very important when you're working with the seller to always advise and stage the home if, in fact, it is vacant. But I've got a couple of options that I want to go over with you guys. Starting out with number one, you can use existing furniture. So what we have done in the past is we worked with Nora Flaherty from Staged to Sell. Always reference our vendor spreadsheet. We really try to keep that really up to date with the most current and best vendors for everything from pictures to staging, whatever you need. But I personally have used, or Tim and I have used Nora Flaherty in the past, where we paid $250 for a consultation where Nora will come out and advise the seller on what they need to do in order to get their home prepared. Now, I like this, bringing in a third party versus me telling the seller, because sometimes this can get a little personal, and I don't want to make the seller wrong. I would rather have somebody else who's a professional in their industry, in the staging industry, tell my client what needs to be done. So Nora will walk the client through the home and point out what needs to be removed. You know, you start with minimizing and getting rid of all the clutter, and then you use the existing furniture, either repositioning it or, again, minimizing it, getting rid of some of the furniture, maybe putting that in storage, putting it in the basement. Nora will even go to the point where she'll go through people's closets and point out what needs to be done. Now, again, each client's going to be different. I like Nora because she totally gets the game. She's not going to be stepping on your client's toes, but she is going to be advising them on really what's going to make the house show the best. Remember, the first showing takes place online, so if the client's home is super cluttered, it's not going to show as well as it possibly could. So that's option number one. Option number two is bring furniture in and use existing furniture. So I'll show you an example right here. This is a property that Tim and I sold over in Wheaton, where it was a 3,000 square foot ranch, and it was a single guy living in the house. So this was like totally a bachelor house right here. So what we did was we reached out to our stager. Man, who did we use for this one? I know we've got her in the spreadsheet as well, but we reached out to the stager, had her come through, and she brought furniture in and used the client's existing. Now, again, 3,000 square foot home. This client really didn't have much furniture in his house. So this was a staging piece, all of the china on there. This was a staging piece. The artwork, the little accessories on the kitchen counter right here was all brought in. Again, that gives the house life. It gives it color in the pictures, and it doesn't make it look so stark. So again, this piece. Let me get a better pic of this. Was all brought in right here. I believe these tables were the clients, but you can see how, again, the pillows were brought in. It gives it life, and it puts this space into perspective of how it can be best used. Our client just had one couch in here, and it was cool for him and his dog, which the dog would lay on the couch and there was dog hair all over it, and that worked. That was cool for him. But for pictures, for showings, we need to showcase this home as a model, especially this house, 3,000 square foot, vaulted ceilings, big fireplace. We need to showcase this. So all this furniture was brought in. Some of the beds were there. Again, you could see some of the rooms we left empty. That was the master. And then she brought in this furniture as well and staged this as an office. So really brought the house to life. So that is the option of bringing furniture in and using some of the existing. A light stage using accessories only. As I pointed out, accessories would be anything that would be wall art, mirrors. I know they even have the super light fake TVs that are hung on the wall. and accessories in the kitchens and bathrooms, really that's again to just give those rooms life and give them color, which makes a big difference in the pictures. So that would be an option if you were trying to stay on a very tight budget, or if you're an agent and you're trying to add even more value to sellers, you could actually do this yourself. So go to whatever home goods stores and you could buy whatever is needed. It's not that expensive, and you could offer that in your services, or you could charge and you could do it as an agent. Again, sets you apart from the competition. A partial stage, I've got an example right here for you of a partial. It is exactly what it sounds like. And again, Tim and I just closed on this one. So, partial stage, where we're staging the most important rooms in the home. So we'll stage family room. Again, this room I say important because behind me, if I could see, this is where you walk in the front door. So boom, you walk in the front door, you see furniture, you get a warm and fuzzy feeling, or I should say the buyer gets a warm and fuzzy feeling the second they walk into the house. So stage the family room. Again, minimal. This room's big, but some of it's empty. Again, wall art gives it color. You can see they've got everything to kind of match. There's a little yellow in the picture, yellow there, there's blue and blue. Let's see. And they'll always do 1 or 2 bedrooms of the house, and they'll do accessories in the bathroom. So the towel's there, the soap dispenser, again, just giving it life, little color, fruit basket or fruit bowl right there, dining room table over there. So they're not fully staging the home, which I'll show you an example of that next, but this is just a partial stage. This keeps costs down. Again, small piece of furniture, piece of artwork, staged as an office. It allows the buyer to see, all right, this is what I could do with this room. And it really puts the room into perspective. This was a really small bedroom, so staging this with a small bed, crib, again, it shows, it doesn't crowd the space, it shows what can be done with the space. This was the master, so they did the master, the 2 nightstands, little sitting area, and then typically, again, all bathrooms and kitchens will have some sort of accessories, and then the basement will totally be, we'll have nothing down there. So no accessories even in the basement bathroom. So that's a partial stage. Keep costs down. This is a full-blown stage right here. So why would you do a full stage versus a partial stage? Really, it's going to depend on your client's budget, but also what does the area dictate? This is $1 million home. In my opinion, it's every single buyer, you don't want any confusion or considerations of what a room can or can't be. So in the full-blown stage, they're staging every single room, showing you exactly. You'd be surprised, but when you're in this price point, people are thinking in their mind, well, my dining room table, I don't know if it's going to fit, and my couch, I don't know if it's going to fit. What am I going to do? How am I going to lay it out? This handles all those considerations, which is significantly more important because your cost to hold a property like this is always going to be higher. Your taxes are higher. If it is a rehab, I'm sure you've got some sort of hard money cost, financing accruing every single day. Insurance is more, utilities more, everything all along the board is more money. So this is a full-blown stage. Every single room, the house really looks lived in this case. Every single room has some sort of piece of furniture. And again, it really helps with the pictures. It also helps with just giving the home a warm and fuzzy feeling. And while it shouldn't increase the value of the home, it emotionally and psychologically does increase the value of the home, which helps A, for your buyer, but B, for your appraisal as well. So I'll kind of fly through these pics to give you guys an idea. Every single bedroom, again, partial stage is not going to be every single bedroom in most cases. And then even in this house, and it's just more furniture, period. Partial stage isn't going to have all the extra bells and whistles. and then the basement. So here you go, and the basement is staged. So pricing, typical stagers have a 3-month minimum or kind of flat fee, which covers the first 3 months. It covers bringing the furniture and picking up the furniture, and then typically there will be a 1-month charge after the 3 months that the client would get billed. So those are the options for you. But what I wanted to also show you was this right here. This was a house that we sold up north as well. Big house. This was a 6,000 square foot house. And let me just show you. There looks to be no life, although it's beautiful and the finishes are beautiful and wow, the floor plan is open. I can promise you that I would bet at least 50% of the buyers would not know how to lay out this home. I mean, just ginormous rooms. Where do you put the furniture? What type of furniture? House had an elevator. I mean, we've got a little bit of accessories right there from the designer, but that is definitely not even a partial stage in my opinion. So I'm kind of showing you all the rooms, again, 6,000 square feet. They did stage the library. Smart, our designer did that. Workout rooms, sauna, bedrooms. I mean, you get the picture. It's a big home. Let me show you the stage pics. Just so much more life. I mean, it really feels and looks like a different home. So this was well worth the money. This home is, again, well over $1 million. You're going to want to spend the extra money. Now, I did this on purpose. I wanted pictures of unstaged and staged so I could really show the client and do exactly what I'm doing for you guys. But, I mean, look at this. Every little nook and cranny has something in it, right? Big dining room. Remember this big room. I mean, it just completely changes the dynamic of the house. Again, also helping the appraisal. Now, how do I know that it increased the value? Literally, the buyer wanted to buy this furniture. If they would have walked in and did not see any of this, I guarantee you they would maybe not have even made an offer. Or B, they wouldn't have known what to do with all the space, almost have been overwhelmed. In this case, you don't get an overwhelming feeling. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling. That's what you want. I mean, just totally changes the space. So you guys get the point. These are the options. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, always reference the vendor spreadsheet. We've got stagers in there, or, you know, educate yourself, get certified as a stager, and do partial staging for your client and use it as a value add. Hope this helps you. See you guys in the next video.